Hey, what's up, everybody? So, I'm making this video for Reason users who are looking for a control surface to control the mixer in Reason Studios. All the parameters, every knob button that you see can be controlled. Um, there's some controllers that have to, they require you to do some initial setup, but the Behringer X Touch, which is this main piece right here in the center, with 8 faders plus the master fader, controls it flawlessly. I also have over to the left another 8 faders, and I physically combine these two units by taking their sides off and then screwing them together and then running electrical tape down the seam to make it look a little nicer. But anyway, if you have a Reason session open, I have one open. This is one of my main templates that I generally open from. The first thing you want to do, Reason's going to automatically find your control surface, but what you want to do is go over to the right where the master fader is with your mouse pointer and right click on it. And then what I select is lock Mackie combo extender left to this device. So therefore, the first 8 faders are going to control the first 8 channels on the mixer in the DAW. Then the next 8 faders will automatically control the next 8 channels in the mixer. I'm going to take my phone off of the tripod and get it down. All right. So if we go over here and we zoom in, you can see right here, first channel is kick, second is snare, hi-hat, cymbals, toms, overheads. And as you can see up here, see if I can zoom in, we got kick, snare, hi-hat, cymbals, toms, overheads, room mics, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so as I move the faders, you can see them moving in Reason. I can pull them all down. They all work flawlessly. Now, say we want to go to the next bank of 8. Down here, we have our fader banks. So as I hit the next bank, this button right here on the right, it will switch to the next 8 channels. So now the first 16 faders on the control surface are going to control channels 9 through 24. We can also go by channel instead of by a bank of 8. If we go by channel, you'll see it changing here. Once again, there's nothing I had to do to set this up. This is already made by Reason. They use the Mackie control protocol in the Reason remote codec files, which automatically are programmed into the Reason software when you install it. You can customize them if you're into coding. There's a website out there. I think it's jakes.com, JAEX, that he made a custom one where you can have this setup plus the other 8 faders that I have to the right that I don't use because I don't need them. Sometimes I turn them on, or I turn that on, and then I use those 8 faders to control my buses, but I really don't have a need for it that often. So what I want to show you right now is how to go through the different mixer sections of the mixer itself. The dynamic section, the sends, the EQ section, the compressor, everything that's in the mixer as you go up and down. So what you would have to do, let's say we want to EQ the kick drum. Okay. So all you literally have to do is hit this select button right here to select the kick. And immediately what happens is it shows you what these knobs and buttons will control. Just by hitting select, it immediately takes you to page 1, which is signified over here with this button here. So right now, these first 8 knobs or rotaries will control the effect send. And I don't know if I'm gonna, let me see if I can get in closer. I should have did this with my computer, but the sound comes out better when I use my phone. But if I turn this knob, you'll probably need to zoom in. You can see it moving. Also, if I press the button encoder down, because these are press button encoders and rotary encoders, but I can turn this on to pre-fader. If I want to turn the effect on, all I got to do is hit this button and it's going to turn the effect on, and you'll see the light come on up there. Same with channel 2. I can turn all the sends on right from the control surface. And then the light stays on, indicating that it is turned on. So I'm going to turn them all back off. As you can see, I'm going off. And I can make more detailed videos for anyone in the future. So also, further down, as it says effect send 8 right there, the next one over is the rotaries above it. So if I turn at this, you'll see, let me scroll up, you'll see all these light up as I turn these on. Let me zoom out a little bit. So as I turn this on, you'll see everything up there turn on without me clicking on it with the mouse. And then these knobs will control the corresponding knobs. It's kind of hard for me to zoom in with my phone. As I turn the knobs on my control surface, you'll see them turn. Also, let me turn them off really quick. Now, if we want to go to the compressor or EQ section, once again, we started this process just by selecting channel 1, which was the kick drum. So now over here, if I press this second button here, it will make this control the low pass filter, the high pass filter, and these 2 buttons will turn them on and off. So now if we scroll up on the screen, you will see the high pass filter and low pass filter are turned on. Also, from this page, we can control the rotary knobs on the master channel for the master inserts, and also control the width and the pan of channel 1. To go to the EQ section, I believe you hit this next button here. And actually, nope, the next one brings us to the compressor for each individual channel. And at any point, because right now we have the kick selected, if I select another channel, it will just take us to that channel. Or reassign the control to that channel. The next page will bring us to the EQ, I believe. Yep. There we go right there. EQ on. If I hit the EQ on button, it will turn the EQ on channel 2. If I come down here and hit select on the 3rd channel, which is the hi-hat, and then I go up and turn EQ on, it's going to turn the EQ on for the hi-hat. If I go back to 1 by hitting select, I can turn the EQ on for channel 1, as you'll see the EQ button light up there. And I'm going to turn those off. And as you can see, these 3 red lights down here, I'm sorry, to me they're red, but through my phone it looks orange for some reason. But if I turn these off, it will turn the EQ section off up there. Right there, and right there. The next page will take us to the gain input for the channel and the compressor for the channel. And once again, all you got to do to go back and forth is hit the select button for any individual channel, and it will select that channel. Otherwise, the primary mode is to control the faders for your fader banks, depending on how many channels you have in your session. So you'll see all faders down, and we will put them all up. So once again, if I just want to EQ channel 1, the kick drum, you just hit select. It will select that channel. Hit it again. It'll go back to controlling everything, meaning the faders. Also, when you're on the first page where it says track, over here to the right, the far 2 knobs will control the width and the pan of the selected channel that you are controlling. And once again, to get back out of that mode, just hit select and it goes back into global, where you're controlling everything. And once again, it will tell you what track it's controlling: guitar, bass, traction, synth, room mics, so on and so forth. Hopefully this helps. If anyone has any specific questions, just hit me up. Peace. Hope this helped a lot.